welcome to this LegalShield presentation. My name is Rob Mackenzie, and I'd like to thank you for taking a few minutes to visit with us. Let me share a little of my story first. I live just north of Toronto in Ontario, Canada. I've been with LegalShield about 13 years. Prior to that, I was a police officer for over 25 years in Toronto. During that time, I saw the injustice of the justice system. When I saw LegalShield, I found a way to help people get affordable access to the legal system. So what is LegalShield? It is a unique service, a priceless benefit. LegalShield gives you the ability to talk to a lawyer on any matter without worrying about the high hourly costs. For one flat monthly fee, you can access legal advice no matter how traumatic or trivial, no matter how large or how small. That's why under the protection of LegalShield, you and your family can live worry-free every day, every night, now and forever. Now, when I first saw LegalShield, I thought, well, I've never called a lawyer, I've never used a lawyer, but let me ask you a couple questions. Have you ever signed a contract or document that you thought maybe you didn't understand? Have you ever been overcharged or treated unfairly? Received a traffic ticket that you thought was unfair? Known a victim of identity theft? Been in a situation where you thought the advice of a lawyer might be useful? That's why over 2 million requests come in annually to LegalShield. Here are the top 5 reasons why people are calling in. Number 1 is real estate, purchase, refinance, foreclosure, landlord-tenant issues. Number 2, consumer finance, collection, warranties, guarantees, and other contracts. Of course, family law, divorce, which of course leads to child custody and child support issues. Estate planning, continuing power of attorney for property and power of attorney for personal care, which are very important to get done, and also traffic issues, moving violation, and accidents. In fact, we have professionals that give you advice on all matters, even covers pre-existing situations. Now, how can we help you when you call in? Well, you will get a membership card, and on that card is an 800 number that allows you to call a lawyer in your area. This is a top quality law firm waiting for your call. Now, you can call in about any legal issue, unlimited. So it could be something small, like you're calling in about a neighbor dispute, or it could be something larger, like you're merging companies and you want to know the legal ramification. No problem is too small, no problem is too large. While you're talking to the lawyers, they may say, well, are there any contracts or documents that need to be reviewed? You can fax those in, courier them in, get them down to the lawyers before you sign them, and have the lawyers look at them. Now, not only that, they'll take action for you. They'll write letters and make phone calls on your behalf to a third party. Let me share how we've used this particular service. I took a brand new automobile in for that very first service. When I took it in, they told me it needed new tie rods. I said, well, that's covered under warranty, isn't it? And they said, yes, of course it is. But when I picked up the car, there was a bill for $112.86. And I said, what's this for? And they said, well, you have to pay for the alignment. I said, well, did I do something wrong? And they said, no. And I said, well, I don't think I should have to pay. And they said, well, that's our policy. And I said, well, I don't like your policy. I'm going to call my lawyer. Now, they did chuckle a little bit when I told them that, because the bill was $112.86. I did pay it to get my car back, but when I got home, I did call my lawyers. I said, what are my rights here? Where do I stand? They reviewed some contracts and documents, and they wrote a letter on my behalf to that particular manufacturer, but I got my $112.86 back. It was my $112. So I felt I was treated unfair. Now, on top of that, to prepare your will and do both powers of attorney for you and your spouse have done in the first 60 days, and of course the member is always free to get that done. Now, that's a very important document to get done. I think if you're like me, it's one of those things that you just put off, but it's included in our LegalShield membership. Now, on top of that, if you have to hire the lawyers for some issue, like you're closing real estate, divorce, child custody, those kinds of issues where you're going to have to hire a lawyer anyway, well, we get a 25 to 33% discount, and that's huge peace of mind. One other benefit that we have is the 24/7 emergency access. As a former police officer, this particular area is key. In emergency situations, whether you're arrested, detained by anyone who has that authority to do that, in a serious car accident, if children's aid shows up and to remove your children, these are emergency situations. Pull out your wallet or purse, pull out your LegalShield membership card, call the emergency number on there, and we will have a lawyer on the phone within minutes to look after you you and your family. This one area alone is a priceless benefit to protect you and your family. On top of that, we also have online legal forms that are available to you and other benefits. Please get to the brochure on all the additional benefits we have to look after you and your family. Think about this. If you were a lawyer, what would you have to charge for these services that I've just outlined so far? Now let's add a little more. Are you confident that your identity is secure? Did you know identity theft is the #1 consumer category complaint in the last 11 years? You see, most people think it's just about credit cards. What about medical, social media, rental, bankruptcy, criminal, grants, insurance? You know, the list goes on, but let's just talk about driver's license for a minute. What if somebody else is driving with your driver's license? In other words, it's your information, but their picture. They get a few speeding tickets. We all know how to get speeding tickets, but how do you get those removed from your record? If you lost your license because of accumulation of points, would that affect your life? I think you would agree with me that you're going to be in a legal nightmare. That's why our two products come together, and we've partnered with another company called Kroll Incorporated. This membership with Kroll covers all the expected benefits like credit disclosures and consultation and how to help you with identity theft, plus identity restoration. This is huge. They will work with you. They will assign an investigator to you, start to finish, whether it's 6 hours, 6 days, or 6 months, to sort out your identity theft situation. Combined with the legal creates the most complete coverage available on the market. LegalShield puts these professionals to work for you that you deserve. We have that dedicated provider lawyer system with quality high standards, also monitored by LegalShield on a day-to-day basis, and they are prepaid and waiting for your call. Kroll Incorporated is the world's leading risk consulting firm with Fortune 500 clients. They are also prepaid and ready for you. When you combine these two services, it's an incredible service. Now, if you had to do that, how much would you pay for something like this? Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have that service available to you and your family for $35.95 per month or less. This includes you, your spouse, kids up to the age of 21, 23 if they're going to college or university, anyone you have legal guardianship for up to the age of 18, or any physically or mentally challenged children living in the home are covered for life. Now, there is a $10 enrollment fee, so your next question is, how do I enroll? Well, we take pre-authorized bank withdrawal and also credit cards, Visa or MasterCard. Get back to the person that gave you this video and ask them, how do I get started today? Now, you might be saying, well, who else do I know that needs this service? Do you know anybody that has children? Do you know anybody that's had their identity compromised? Anyone who's self-employed or a business owner? Someone who needs to prepare or update their will? They could benefit from this membership right now. So get back to the person that introduced you to this presentation and share with them who you could help get this membership. I'd like to take a few minutes to share the business opportunity that our company has. When I first saw this, I thought, wow, if I could just make a few extra dollars. We had a large family, 5 teenagers at home. We were looking to make a few extra dollars just, you know, for those extra things that kids need. And thought if we could make $1,000 a month, maybe $500 a month, this would be a great opportunity. And I would share this membership for free anyway. Why not see if there was a business attached to it? Well, our company is a unique business model. We were actually established back in 1972. Over 2 million requests for legal assistance, 1.4 million memberships across USA and Canada. We're owned by a New York-based equity group. That proprietary system of provider law firms covering 49 states and 4 provinces in Canada, Ontario, British Columbia, Alberta, and Manitoba, offering that high-quality, cost-effective legal and identity theft service. I love that sentence, high-quality, cost-effective, because that's like an oxymoron. It really doesn't go together. Usually when you have high quality, you got high cost. If you've got cost-effective, you've got low quality. But with LegalShield, we have high-quality, cost-effective service to look after you and your family. So why LegalShield? Well, create some of that income that I just talked about. Maybe you're looking for a little bit of extra income. Maybe you're looking for early retirement that I was very fortunate to achieve. Maybe you're looking for some time. You know, a lot of people have lots of income, but they don't have a lot of time. Well, with LegalShield, we can combine all of those: income, time, and freedom. Why now? Well, the market potential is huge. We're taking a service to the marketplace that virtually nobody has, everybody needs. It's affordable to the masses, and we're the only store in town. That's an incredible market potential. Is there a customer need out there? I believe so. Are we becoming more litigious or less litigious? I think we're getting more litigious every day, so we have a customer need. There's an economic environment. There are a lot of people looking to make a few extra dollars on a part-time basis or full-time. And the industry is in transition. We are literally turning the legal system on its head. We're excited about helping people every day with LegalShield. So you can start your own business for just a $149 investment. This is a business in a box. I love this business in a box because you don't need a trunk load of merchandise. You don't need a garage full. It's all in a little box. We have a comprehensive training program, support of your sponsor and team. As soon as you register, you can get that training online right away. Start the training. We also have classroom trainings, all available to you. You have the Associate Support Center, which is literally hundreds of employees at our home office to look after you in your business. We also just recently launched a benefits plan membership that's just unfolding in Canada, and there's more coming with that every day. But that's an incredible benefit on its own just by starting your own home-based business. How does it all work? Well, we have the systems in place for you. When I first started talking to people, they'd say, well, I don't have any time. Well, no time, no problem with LegalShield. We call this split-second marketing. How long does it take to send somebody a web presentation like you're watching today? How long does it take to send somebody to a luncheon, a business briefing, or an in-home presentation? We even have a flip chart that you could do. It doesn't take a lot of time to share this incredible membership. All of those are in place for you right now so that you can explain the LegalShield membership. How does it work financially? This is our income chart. You can see the commissions shown here represent the $35.95 plan. Of course, there is that $10 enrollment fee and applicable taxes in some areas in Canada. We have 3 ways that you earn income. The first one is the gold chart that you see, anywhere from $34 to $252 for personal sales advance. When you personally share this membership with somebody, you'll earn, as a junior associate, $34. Now, everybody starts as a junior associate. It doesn't matter whether you have a university degree or just graduated from high school, 18 to 80, it doesn't matter. You go out and share this membership, everyone starts as a junior associate. Now, when I first saw that, I thought, $34? You're sending in $35.95, they're sending back $34. That's like a 90% commission structure. How do they do that? Well, let me explain. It represents a 1-year advance commission at the point of sale. Why did they do that? So that on a part-time basis, you can make some incredible income from sharing this membership. Now, you can see that you can move all the way up that pay scale, all the way up to $252. How do you do that? Simply by marketing memberships is one way. You can move the associate level by you and your team just marketing 25 memberships, 50 to a senior associate, 100 to manager. You can see how you can work your way up that pay scale. What's incredible is there are no quotas, no activity requirement in LegalShield. Just keep your own membership. That's all you have to do. Now, let's just talk about just sharing this membership, say at the associate level, $100, you take somebody to lunch. On your lunch hour, you share the membership, you earn an extra $100 on your lunch hour. Imagine doing that 2 or 3 times a week. That would be $200 or $300 extra dollars in your pocket. You can see how this can be extremely lucrative. Now, the second way is on a team override. Now, when you introduce someone else to market the membership, you will get a team override anywhere from $34 to $182 because they are cumulative. Now, I call it a differential marketing program because you earn the difference from where you are and where they are. So if you're a full associate and you introduce a new junior associate, you can see from the chart there that you will earn $34 to help them talk about the membership, share the membership. Now, we also have a system of earning lifetime residuals. Lifetime residuals, what happens is this represents a one-year advance commission. And what happens is people will keep this year 2, year 3, year 4 ongoing. I've had it for 13 years. I will never be without my membership. And that creates a month-to-month payment to you for all of those memberships in force, and it compounds year after year. You can also move up the program by helping other people. As a matter of fact, when you help 3 people become an associate, you move to a senior associate. When you help 3 people become a senior associate, you can move to manager. So it works on a principle of 3. But let me share the Fast Start program. This is an incentive to get you moving quickly, because in your first 30 days, if you Fast Start qualify, you can get an additional $34 and move up that pay scale faster. Now, we want you to get to a basic training just as fast as you can within the first 30 days, and then you get an additional 30 days to Fast Start qualify. Here on the chart, you can see how it works, okay? On the right-hand side of the chart, it's 5 memberships, just 5 memberships in your first 30 days. You're probably already thinking of 5 people you know that want this membership. You would get that first 34, but at the end of the 5th one, you'd get the additional 34 that you saw on the chart for a total of almost $69. Multiply that times 5, it's $345. Remember, it was only $149 to start your business, so you've more than doubled your investment. Now, the other thing that happens is that moves you up to a full associate. But look at the left-hand side of the screen. This is what happened to me. While I was looking for those 5, one of my best friends said, "Can I do this with you?" He's been with me ever since. But what's exciting is he said, "Can I do it too?" I said, "Sure, let's do it together. Let's lock arms. Let's do it together." He joined as an associate with me. We marketed 2 other memberships. Of course, he bought one, so that's 3. We call that 3 and 1. And so that's exciting. The 3-in-1 program will still earn you $207 on those 3 memberships, but more importantly, you have also Fast Start qualified. Now, that will move you up to a permanent position until you move higher as a full associate. And every time you share that membership, you'll get that $100. Now, help 3 people do that, and you can see how you can move up those pay scales very, very quickly. We have additional rewards for you as well. We have monthly bonuses. We have we call it a car bonus, but you don't have to buy a car. You can buy a boat, a plane, whatever you want to do with it. It's additional income for you. We also have exotic trips that the company puts out all the time. We've earned several of these trips. Somebody asked me once, what's the difference between an exotic trip and a vacation? An exotic trip is when somebody else pays for the vacation. And we also have special contests and promotions going on an ongoing basis. The company's always trying to help us on an ongoing basis to do better and be out there in the marketplace. This line I just love. Paid over $1 billion to associates over the last decade. I want to repeat that. Paid over $1 billion to associates over the last, not in the history of the company, but just in the last 10 years. Let me ask you a question. Do you want a piece of the next billion? That's as simple as it is. We have thousands earning over $50,000 a year, many, many on a part-time basis. There are lots of people earning 6 figures and more with LegalShield. So where can the business take you? Anywhere you want to go. How do you get started? Well, first of all, get that membership today. You never want to be without a LegalShield membership. If you think there's a need for you, you probably know some other people that want this membership. Become a marketing associate. Get the tax advantages of having a home-based business right now. Complete the online training just as soon as you get started and attend that basic training in the next 30 days and help yourself advance and Fast Start qualify. Become a Fast Start qualified associate and get that higher income level for you. Decide how you want to get paid right now. It's your choice, daily, weekly, or monthly, but we want to pay you. Thanks for listening today. We appreciate you.